Imagine this. You wake up, abruptly. It's 3 a.m. Your room is bathed in the pale, ghostly glow of artificial streetlights seeping through thin curtains. There's a hum in the silence, a quiet but constant electric buzz beneath your skin, a silent vibration that never truly leaves. You sit up slowly. Your eyes adjust to the half-darkness, and you feel it. An overwhelming weight, a heavy, intangible pressure pressing down on your chest. Familiar, yet impossible to place. As though the very air has thickened overnight, tightening its invisible grip. You glance around your bedroom. Everything is precisely as it should be. The smartphone beside your bed, screen lighting up every few seconds with notifications. Even in sleep, it demands your attention. Your laptop, humming quietly in standby mode, ready to spring to life and flood your senses with headlines, emails, news, and noise. A stack of books rests in the corner, unread, untouched, like relics from a forgotten age. Their spines faded, their titles gathering dust. Yet, despite this pristine normalcy, something feels profoundly off. A disquiet rises, an unease that grows louder the longer you sit in silence. It gnaws at you. It whispers beneath the surface. Perhaps beneath this carefully constructed facade of convenience and progress, something vital has been lost. You feel it. A subtle but undeniable fracture in your reality. A deep dissonance humming just beyond perception, whispering that your life, surrounded by glowing screens, ticking deadlines, shallow pleasures, isn't truly your own. Why does your chest tighten in this silence? Why does your mind panic to fill it with distractions, with noise, with tasks, with anything to keep you from feeling the void beneath? And then it hits you, a paradox, unsettling yet familiar. One you've always sensed but never fully acknowledged. Perhaps modern society, with all its brilliance, all its comfort, all its convenience, has quietly, persistently drained you of genuine meaning. What remains is a hollow comfort, a soft, numbing existence, a quiet longing for something deeper. Society proclaims itself the pinnacle of human progress, an interconnected world, boundless opportunities, infinite knowledge. But if that's true, why do the most intelligent, insightful minds among us increasingly feel alienated? Why do they grow restless, disenchanted, withdrawn? Why do they reject the very fabric of modern existence? Consider history's greatest thinkers, the artists, the philosophers, the rebels. What did they see that others couldn't? What compelled them to recoil from the world, to question its foundations, to turn away from comfort and conformity? Perhaps intelligence, true intelligence, isn't just the ability to solve complex problems. Perhaps it is the uncomfortable clarity of seeing society for what it truly is, a sprawling, seductive machine, designed not to nourish, not to fulfill, but to distract, to placate, to numb. You remember the disenchanted gaze of Nietzsche. He foresaw a world drifting into nihilism, numbed by trivia. You recall Huxley's prophetic vision, a brave new world drowning in pleasure, yet starved of purpose. Your eyes drift again to the devices around you, the screens still humming, the silence still heavy. And you wonder, have we become prisoners of our own progress? Shackled not by force, but by comfort? Not by chains, but by never-ending distraction? The question sinks deeper. It haunts you. Why is intelligence, real, piercing insight, increasingly incompatible with the pace of modern life? What hidden truth do the awakened see that compels them to step away, to turn inward, to rebel quietly? Tonight, in the stillness, clarity emerges. Maybe the greatest minds are not lost or broken. Maybe they are simply the first to notice when humanity begins drifting away from truth, from authenticity, from meaning. They are the canaries in the coal mine, choking not on smoke, but on a different kind of poison, one made of entertainment, superficial connection, and endless comfort. And as this realization settles deeper into your bones, a strange urgency takes hold. Your chest tightens, not from fear, but from recognition. This isn't just discomfort. It's an existential alarm, a wake-up call, echoing from somewhere deep within. What are we missing? And why has it become almost impossible for those who feel deeply to reconcile with this version of the world? The answer: it runs deeper than dissatisfaction, deeper than critique. Something has fractured. Something essential has been lost in society's blind, feverish pursuit of progress. And unless we confront it, face it head on, it threatens to swallow us whole. You lean back slowly. You know, sleep will not come tonight. Because something inside you has woken up. The illusion has cracked. And now the journey begins. At the heart of this disturbing paradox lies a hidden force. It is not a new force. It is ancient, rooted in the depths of human psychology and philosophical truth. It shapes our emotions, our choices, our very identity. Carl Jung once warned of the dangers of mass-mindedness, a state in which the self is dissolved in the crowd, where individuality is lost to the machinery of society, where genuine reflection, self-awareness, fades beneath a sea of expectation, performance, and conformity. In the modern world, this danger has multiplied tenfold. We are bombarded endlessly by noise, by information, by opinions, by images. We are connected to everything, yet anchored to nothing. We interact more, but connect less. And in this storm of stimulation, something precious is stripped away. Our ability to truly hear ourselves, to be still, to be whole. Friedrich Nietzsche saw it too. He predicted that modernity would tear down tradition, leaving behind a world without moral anchors, a vacuum of meaning. He believed that in our obsession with efficiency and ease, we would become strangers to authenticity. Worse, we would mistake comfort for fulfillment. Arthur Schopenhauer understood the tragedy of it all. He believed human desire was a cycle, insatiable, relentless, cruel, and modern society, it amplifies that hunger. We chase validation, success, visibility, status, but every goal reached reveals another just beyond it. Every pleasure fades faster than the one before, and so we are trapped in pursuit. Jean-Paul Sartre offered a different warning. True freedom, he said, is terrifying because awareness requires responsibility, but society, modern, efficient, polished, offers escape from that burden. It sells us roles, labels, scripts. It gives us the illusion of choice, while quietly numbing our will. Convenience has become a sedative, and in that sedation, we forget how to live. But if you've come this far, if these words strike something inside you, then perhaps you already feel it. The call to remember, the need to resist, to feel again, to think again, to be again. Reclaiming authenticity is not easy, but it is possible. It begins with a choice, a simple, powerful refusal to be lulled, to be numbed, to be distracted into oblivion. Instead, you choose to confront the truths no one wants to face, to embrace the discomfort of self-inquiry, to forge genuine connection, to seek depth, to live, not merely exist. And in doing so, you just might rediscover something that can no longer be programmed, purchased, or scrolled into being. Meaning. Real, living, breathing meaning. The kind that lights you up from the inside and stays with you, even in the silence